So, we've got 3 packages. This nice, long, big one is easy enough to open. And we've got these more one-off packages, which actually should have some pretty interesting things in them, I think. This one feels thicker, and now this is giving me why that probably is. Oh, very intriguing. Alright, so these are all of today's new arrivals. Let's begin first things first. Here we've got Bouncy. This would be the Sekirei Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Fits in the Sekirei Pure Engagement limited edition box. Now I think about it, let me go get that box. It shouldn't take too long since it's right here. So we got the Blu-ray size thing on the inside. And I recently nibbled on that fingernail just a little too much, so I cannot use it for its useful package chewing properties. Now, of course, I already had Sekirei Season 1, so obviously the reason I got this is because it's got the DVDs, which I already have, and the Blu-rays. So we've got DVD, here we go. We got a Blu-ray disc and a Blu-ray disc. They've got the same artwork on them. You can see there. Artwork on the back. And now, let's see how that's supposed to fit in the Pure Engagement box. So if we take that out, we end up with this. And then this, of course, does fit there. Does that fit? And this Pure Engagement was a DVD and Blu-ray release, right? Yeah. 2 Blu-ray discs there. So, let's speculate. Maybe if it's in this entire box like this. Oh, wow. Fits nicely, but that one. Huh. Well, okay. Well, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, since that was a nice snug fit. But, let's get on with other DVDs in this release, which I've laid on the side here. So first of all, turn this to its nice bouncy front. We got Naruto Shippuden Set 10. And given all my bitching about One Piece and anime analysis, you can imagine that I'm really wishing I had more of that than more of this, but I don't know, there's always a chance that something cool will happen. Something that will catch my attention. DVDs are very unremarkable. The back is kind of scary looking. 2 bonus episodes inside. Let's see. Next up we had Infinite Stratos Complete Collection. Ooh, bonus soundtrack CD. DVD and Blu-ray version. Ow. Now this one's being a little more difficult. Alright, as usual, I'm going to look at them inside both of them. I guess with other Sentai releases, we have seen the discs looking different between the DVD and the Blu-ray version, haven't we? So this is a worthwhile endeavor, just to kind of see how they differ. This must be for the soundtrack, which is right there. And then we got the discs, which look like that in the DVD version. And in the Blu-ray version, assuming I don't keep accidentally almost dropping all these, we got the same insert. Probably the same CD. And then only 2 discs with the same pictures as disc 1 and 2 of the other one. Here's Pokemon movies 4, 5, 6, and 7 on Blu-ray. I'm not quite sure why 1 through 3 haven't been released, but whatever. This is nice because there has been a double release of, I don't remember what 2 movies they were, but there were 2 of these movies released in a previous combo pack, and now there's 4 of them, and there's a sticker on the top. Problem solved. It's all on 1 disc. So I'm going to have to investigate the quality of these. Maybe even the legitimacy of these. Because I would have thought that Viz had distribution rights or something like that. Oh well. And then the other thing that arrived is actually fairly noteworthy. That would be Bobobo-bo Bo-bobo, the complete series part 1. Released by, I guess, Smord? This packaging feels strange. So we're going to take a look at this. Bobobo-bo Bo-bobo started seeing a release originally, and I got the first 2 DVDs of that release. If that was all of it, then I have all of the release before that one was canceled. It can be kind of hard to tell if copies of other things would have arrived or not. This says it has 38 episodes on 4 DVDs, though. That actually seems like a lot. I should probably double check on the... Yeah, they're region 1, so they're probably legitimate release. So let's see. In volume... Well, in the first set of this, you have discs 1 and 2. They look like that. And in the second group of discs, you have 3 and 4, like that. And hopefully, this is as official a release as I remember it being. And we're going to get to see all of Bobobo-bo Bo-bobo released on DVD. It's sad when they don't get all the way released. So, I can only hope. This is probably the bigger new release this week, though, and that would be Puella, Magi, Madoka, Magica Volume 2, and this is the limited edition Blu-ray DVD soundtrack CD box set. I've already watched it, and the series is continuing to be as spectacular as promised. Not that anybody specifically made a promise so much as a rating that high promises a lot. This used to be stuck on the back of this. Just details the contents of the box, essentially. We've got a proof of purchase. This came in the box with everything else. This appears to be an advertisement for the third one, but of course a high quality advertisement with a nice solid front. Aniplex wants to hear from me. I'm sure they do. But I speak with my wallet and I say bye bye bye. We've got here the collection of cards, which I've not actually taken a close look at, so hopefully this will be the one time I do it. maybe a second time when I do it inside the box, but I won't accept any requests for that until after. I think about it, I recognize these as images shown in the background during the preview. I wonder. Oh, I probably hadn't watched the first one when I looked at them. No, I probably did. Here we have a book of some sort. A bunch of images and text. Comics. Something I will probably look at some point in the future, but I don't want to look too carefully. And then we've got some posters like this. Which for some reason I'm going to keep in as pristine a condition as possible instead of using them. Probably because, I don't know. They're double-sided, like other Aniplex ones. So they've got some neat options. Of course, we've got the second soundtrack in its own fancier case like this. And then we've got the real guts of the release, which would be the release itself. Some real pretty colors on the covers. This is the Blu-ray, and this is the DVD. I can't help but think that this one should be the Blu-ray though, but oh well, that's not a problem. It's only important that I keep them straight. There we go. Two releases down, one left to go. Let's see, we also got a Kimi ni Todoke from Me to You Volume 2, Premium Edition from NIS's latest release. I haven't tried figuring out which order I'm going to put the internal contents in, but as usual, there's a book with random images, information in them. And one of these days, I swear I will read those and find out what I think about them. And we've got our discs, which are combination DVD Blu-ray releases. Got an advertisement for the manga and some other NISA stuff. Nothing too complicated. I can probably just put them back in like so because it doesn't really matter. Let's see. Amazon mentioned that Beyblade, the movie Fierce Battle, was being released. It is a re-release, and it is the exact same thing as the older release. And finally, thanks to a gift from Duels, I can actually show you the hentai that got released this past week as well. It's an adult source media compilation of hentai tentacle sex called I Love Tentacles. And as you can see, there were naughty bits all over the front of it, but I was able to sticky note them away out of existence. So I can show it on YouTube. But I'm not going to keep that on camera so that we don't have any wardrobe malfunctions. And let's just end inside the box, or not inside the box, but the update there. Well, I guess next week doesn't have a lot of new releases, I think. So I padded it, I think, with a lot of stuff. So it should be a good sized release next week, or update. But new releases will be kind of just a couple things, I think. The real news, I guess, is that I'm finally organizing new arrivals into the collection. This basically means that I've been taking pictures as I go along. Now, I was hoping I would be able to record another video, but I couldn't figure out how to make it work in this new place. It's just because there's so much space here. I don't know if it's as practical to do all the DVDs at once video. So what I've been doing is taking pictures, and I'll probably post those pictures in the Reddit anime subreddit, and also in the DVD collection subreddit. Some of them, those pictures aren't as good as they came out, and I'd go back and retake them, but oh my god, that would be a ton of work. So instead, I'll just, there remains a possibility that I might take all the images and try and make a video out of them in some way, but there could be something like 200 images, and that would also be a lot of work. I've got other videos I could be making that other people have requested. Things about like my TV computer, and maybe even favorites videos so that I could talk about my top favorites, etc. But yeah, I guess I'll just do what I do this week because I don't know what all I've got planned. Yeah, it's just too late at night for me to think about it. So y'all have a nice week.